All right, welcome into NFL Week 16. This is Ready Bet Action. We are excited to get kicked off here. NFL Week 16, man, what a crazy season this has been. Broncos, my Denver Broncos, are number one, the best team in the NFL from a record standpoint. I don't know if I'd call them the best team in the NFL. I wouldn't necessarily pick them to win the Super Bowl. I think that's actually the LA Rams, who are playing tonight and currently putting it on the Seahawks without Devontae Adams, by the way.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. So pretty awesome to see some of these teams. We get a little bit of a mix-up this year. I'm excited to dive into these games. We have a lot of picks, a lot of player props to go off of, though. So we're just going to dive straight in. We are recording this on Thursday night, so we don't have any Thursday night picks. Unless you guys have any live, you guys want to give out a fun live bet just to see if we're right. Right now it's 23-14 at the start of the fourth quarter. Anything you'd bet live right now on this Rams?
I'm looking.
Let's go. I just want to know so we can reference that we were right. Like by the time this comes out, people will see if we were right or not.
Line is 12.5.
Oh, and the Rams are 3rd and goal at the Seattle 1.
I would take Seahawks plus 12.5. The Rams, I've been watching the game. They just can't get touchdowns. They keep getting field goals. I think Darnold and boys backdoor this. They're at home, so they're going to want to keep trying. So I think they backdoor it, but I still think the Rams win.
I'd play it over 51.5.
Yeah, we'll wait for this touchdown to score, though, and then bet whatever that is, because then I would also bet the backdoor for Seattle. Sorry, Mike.
But I think they're going to get the field goal. I think they're going to get the field goal, not the touchdown. I don't think the line's going to move all that much. Anyway.
Okay.
Let's go NFL. Woo, it's so much fun. I lose so much money live betting.
Expecting a touchdown here. I'm playing over 51.5.
All right, over 51. We have our live bets. That would be very exciting for our past listeners. All right, let's dive in. We actually have Saturday
tracking live bets every show since we always.
I like the over as well.
We should.
The over correlates with the Seahawks. What are you drinking, Mike? That looks delicious. I'm about to go to the liquor store.
Tequila.
Just delicious tequila. Perfect.
Tequila.
It's really good tequila. I'm not gonna lie.
We're going to do some more of that. But we do have Saturday games this week. Saturday games start this week in the NFL, which I love. I love NFL Saturday games. Saturday games, we'll be playing games on Christmas next week on Thursday. So let's talk about a game on Saturday. We don't have – wait, before I talk about that. No picks for the Eagles-Commanders game. However, we do have picks for this Packers-Bear game. We got a rematch from 2 weeks ago. So I can get us kicked off with what I think is going to happen in this game. I'm going back to the well, man. I said the Bears had a chance a couple weeks ago. I was very wrong. However, the Packers just went to Denver and got banged up to shit. Like Micah Parsons is out. Christian Watson is questionable. Even if he plays, he's banged up. And like they lost their best offensive lineman. They lost a ton since the last time they played each other. And I just think it's a different Packers-Bears team game than it was 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to take the Bears at home to win this game to get some revenge.
Yeah, they're still not sure if Josh Jacobs is going to play either.
Yeah.
And even it's that game.
They're still favorites.
I think that game was closer than people realize. Like the Bears had a last-minute drive to go tie the game in that game and then just didn't pull it off. But
yeah, so I'll just take the Bears on the money line.
My initial thought was, man, Packers for sure. You guys are like, no. So I obviously, I'm on the other side, but I was like, oh, fuck, that's why I'm not betting it.
They were a different. If you watched the Broncos game last week, the Packers were a different team before those injuries started happening, and then the Broncos came and just dominated the rest of the game after the Packers' best players were up.
Which team has the best quarterback?
Definitely the Packers. No, the Packers still have the best quarterback. I will not concede that Caleb Williams is better than Jordan Love yet.
No, it's going to take. I got to see at least a playoff win before I'm ready. Even though Jordan Love doesn't have a playoff win.
So y'all are picking the team with the worst quarterback. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay.
The team with the best overall talent.
I'm just teasing.
Well, I'm playing this game in two different ways, and I didn't realize it until just now. I'm taking the Packers to score at least 20 points in a parlay. And then in a different parlay, I'm taking the Bears plus 7.5 in a parlay. Because I'm not fully bought into old Caleb Williams yet, and I get it. I should be. They're winning football games. He's looked better. Ben Johnson's made him look better. The Bears are going to be down DJ Moore. They're also going to be down, or sorry, not DJ Moore. They're down Rome Odunze. They're down Luther Burden. DeAndre Swift just popped up with a hamstring injury. I mean, you've got two injured teams playing against each other in this game. The Bears.
Sounds like a Kyle Monangai prop incoming.
So I wanted a Kyle Monangai prop, but it's not out yet because of the Swift news. But I think, the Bears, the best part of their team is a rushing defense. They've got a leaky pass offense. The Packers, even without Christian Watson, they have enough talent spread around there. It's like everybody is just good enough that you have to respect everybody. So you can't like overload one side of the field, which it's just levels it out quite a bit more from a defensive standpoint. So either way, I think the Packers
46.5, and I'm betting it right now.
It's what and a half?
46.5
for Monangai?
Yeah.
I'd probably take that too, especially without Micah Parsons. But no, I think the Bears keep it close. I think the Bears win it. So getting a full touchdown on the second leg here, I like even more. But I think this is going to be, even with the injuries, a very similar game to what it was last time, a low 20s game, 45-ish total, something around in there. So, yeah, I really like the Packers to score at least 20, and I like the Bears to come within a touchdown.
I like that. All right, we got to keep moving. Stefan, for those of us, I realized after this last weekend, y'all, that I have raised my kids to be bigger Chiefs haters than they are Broncos fans, because they care much more about the Chiefs losing it and rubbing it in all their friends' faces who are Chiefs fans at their school, because, kids just jump on whoever the best team is, and my kids love it. And they kind of don't care if the Broncos win. So tell me why the Chiefs are going to lose again this week, Stefan.
Better yet, Eric, I've got a win-win for your kids right here.
Yes.
Are you ready? If the Chiefs lose, they can just be like, haha, the Chiefs suck. They lost to the Titans. How embarrassing. However, if the Chiefs win, they can say, haha, your organization is stupid. You should be losing games, because the more games you win, the likelihood of you not dropping down to the second tier in scheduling, not to mention draft picks as well, is actually hurting your franchise. So winning is losing, and you suck. So it's a win-win for your kiddos. That being said, I think the Chiefs,
a little bit nuanced. It might be a little nuanced for the middle school combo, but I still like it. We're still going to load up with it.
We can make a Canva presentation. They'll eat it up. Make a TikTok. You should actually make a TikTok.
So do you like Cam? You just like Cam Ward out battling Gardner Minshew in this game, or?
Yeah, and I don't think they have much to play for. Whereas I think Tennessee, even though it would behoove them to also lose for draft picks, I think winning. They want to establish a winning culture there. So they're actually going to be trying.
They got their quarterback. They don't
know what's happening there. So there's no incentive. I think the defense isn't going to try near as hard. It's maybe a little bit too much narrative street, but give me Tennessee plus 3 and a hook. This is probably going to end up. If you want to cover your ass, take Kansas City minus 17.5 as well, just in case.
These teams that like Tennessee, who got their quarterback last year, or at least they think they do. I'm not saying they don't turn around and draft another one, but like Tennessee's probably doesn't care about going to get Mendoza necessarily, right? So like a top 5 pick to them is all the same, and they're going to get it even if they go beat the Chiefs this week and like get a little bit of a feather in their cap, after that. So awesome. Mike, what you got for it? You want to do the second half of your Packers parlay?
Yeah, Cowboys team total over 20.5, putting that one together at minus 101. There's the conversations around the Packers right now of like, oh, they're out of the playoffs. Are they really going to be playing for it? They're not technically out yet, but they probably will be once kickoff happens. I don't think they will, especially at home. They play in front of, at home, too much of a passionate fan base to sit back on their heels and not care anymore. So, at home. They're playing the Chargers, and dude, the Chargers defense, they've been fine. But offensively, the Chargers are going to be good enough to force at least 20 points from the Cowboys here if they want to win. Cowboys have the number one offense when they're at home, averaging 29 points a game. So you're getting 9 points of safety off of that average. I like this one a lot at -101.
Nice. I'll have a prop for us in that game. Actually, could be a surprisingly high-scoring Chargers game. It could, Chargers, I don't think necessarily have the most prolific offense out there. Could be a high-scoring, but I think the Cowboys might get this done and actually kind of seal the AFC West for the Broncos this weekend, personally. All right. I have a money line parlay, so we can talk about both of these games. I'm picking two teams to win. Let me make sure that where everyone else is at. I think I'm the only one that is confidently picking any kind of bet on a Jets versus Saints. I have to laugh to even say that I'm betting this game. Jets versus Saints game. Give me the Saints to win, man. Shuck is looking better. I think they're also trying to build a winning culture. I think Kellen Moore has done more with this team, about as much with this team as he can, and they look like they're at least motivated. I think the Jets are probably more playing for that draft pick. Their defense is awful, really bad. Saints at home, man. Give those fans some hope and have Shuck win a couple more games here to end the year. I really like the Saints to win this game. The line moved to 6.5. I think it's at 4.5 like a few hours ago. So Saints are at -6.5. So I like that as the first leg. And then we can talk about this second game because I think y'all might have. No, I might be the only one on this game too. So the second leg I'm going to take on that is the Lions. Give me the Lions at home playing the Steelers. They're 7-point favorites against the Steelers. Man, give me one more shot at a Lions home team as the second leg. This is going to get you to -123. I think the Lions could lock this up. I just like them at home, and I know that hasn't necessarily gone amazing this year. So I don't know. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. Give me the Saints and Lions money line parlay.
The thing that you left out about the Jets game is that the Jets are still playing Brady Quinn or Cook, whoever it is.
Cook.
There it is. So no, I honestly, I had that in a parlay as well. It just didn't quite make the card, but no, I love it.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't believe I'm picking the Saints to win a game. This is the first time this year I'm picking them to win a game, just for the record.
That Pittsburgh Lions game, I love it for DFS because I think the Lions come out and put up points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you have to have Gibbs or Amon-Ra. You've got to have a piece of that because they're going to put up a bunch of points.
TJ Watt's out, and the Steelers' passing defense is not very good. So, all right. Mike, why don't you hit us with your next? You also have a second half of that Bears teaser parlay that we talked about.
Yeah, I'll go to the Jags playing your Broncos. Give me the Jags +8.5. I think there's a very good chance that Denver wins this game, but the Jags are looking really freaking good right now. And Denver has only had one game that they won this year that was not a one-score game. So this really falls right in line with that trend. You look at the division implications, the playoff implications in this game. Both of these teams are going to be playing their asses off. And as good as both of them have looked as of late, I just like it to be a one-score game. So that's Bears +7.5 with Jaguars +8.5 at -128.
Hey, that's Mikey, if there's one team that's going to really disappoint you, it's going to be Jacksonville.
Why you got to put that juju on me, bro?
You're saying if the Broncos are going to beat any team by like the only team that they beat by more than one score is the Jaguars this year, even though they shouldn't.
Right. Exactly. And I still don't know if we're any good. Like as a Jags fan, I still don't know if we're a good team. I think we are.
It's the most fun
I think
I've
you're a
had
good
watching
team right
Trevor
now.
Lawrence. Yeah, you're a good team. I think the Jags. I don't think they're.
I don't think we're a Super Bowl team.
No, you're not a Super Bowl team.
No, I think it's like the Broncos last year. I think y'all are going to be really happy just to be in the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens next year. I think that's what will happen.
It's great for first-year coach. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Great. All right, Stefan, tell us. I actually love this pick. I wish I would have found this one myself. Tell us about the Vikings and Giants game.
This is crazy. So JJ
Yeah.
McCarthy is
9.
someone we've talked about.
What's up,
We've talked
9?
about on this show because we've used him in DFS because he's been cheap, but he keeps throwing touchdown passes
Yep.
or running them in himself. So I'm going to take Minnesota over 23.5 points versus the Giants. Here's the best part about it. Not only is the JJ McCarthy part nice, but the Giants have given this up in like 9 straight games. Meanwhile, Vikings have hit this in 3 in a row. Like the Giants defense is also giving up a ton of points. You can check me on that. I was just looking at it on my phone just now, and I was like, this is crazy. So I love this play.
I love
Minnesota over 23.5. Let's go.
Vikings hit it 2 in a row. They're 3 games ago, they got blanked.
Yeah. Where did McCarthy come from this last week? That was
The last 2 weeks, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, last 2 weeks.
Well, he came because I talked so much shit about him on the show and called him JJ McCrapsky, and then he was like, "All right, never mind." MVP, baby. Let's go.
He was so cheap
like,
in
well,
DFS.
He's like, now that Mike said something, I'm going to go ahead and lie to
Yeah.
the NFL.
Yeah.
You're welcome,
Nice.
Vikings fans.
Well, speaking of shitting on people, I love that. I love shitting on the Raiders, and I want them to be bad forever. So, Mike, you can hit us with your Raiders pick.
Dude, the Raiders have just given up on life. And we don't even know if Geno Smith is going to be back. The Raiders have been so bad that I am now sweating playing Brock Bowers in my fantasy playoff matchup this week. And it's painful. But I mean, dude, this is more of a pro Houston pick. Houston is, I mean, kind of like we talked about Oregon in the college football show. Houston is starting to click at the right time. Defensively, they've been amazing all season. And they're now only allowing 16 points per game, but offensively, CJ Stroud has looked much better since he came back off of his injury. Nico Collins is rolling, and whether it's Woody Marks or Nick Chubb or what was it, DeAndre Johnson or whatever his name was, their third string last week just ran for over 100. Like this team, they're doing all the right things at the right time, and they're clicking at the end of the season. And meanwhile, the Raiders are literally just giving up. So I think the Texans, I'm taking a minus 13.5. This is the biggest NFL number I will probably ever take. But the Raiders just lost by 30 plus to Philly last week. And now they're going to Houston against this really good defense, minus 13.5. I get it if you don't like big numbers, but I don't care. I'm taking it anyway.
No, I mean, it's a big number in the NFL, but if you're going to do it, man, the Raiders, man, they are bad, like bad. I did not expect them to be this bad this year, to be quite honest. I didn't see them being like a sneaky good team like some people thought that they would be. Like some people said, some pundits that I would love to name, like Nick Wright, to rub in his face how wrong he was about the AFC West. Like they were like, oh, sneaky team to like compete. It's like, get out of here, dude. It's like, I didn't expect them to be the worst team in football next to the Jets, like them and the Jets, man. Like, it's bad.
No, nobody expected the level of fall off that we've seen from Geno Smith this year.
Yeah, it's been horrible. All right, Stefan, love this pick as well. Tell us about your Niners pick.
Yeah, Monday night. But before I do, I had one parlay that I didn't put on the card, but it kind of plays off both of what you guys said.
Yeah,
it was Detroit on the money line, parlayed with Houston minus 9.5, and you got that at minus 110. So I like that kind of as well, kind of correlates with what, or not correlates. If y'all's bets hit, that hits. So I like it. Anyway, I like San Francisco minus 5.5 at the Colts. Come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Dude.
Like, this is the NFL. What are we doing here? Give me the 49ers minus anything. I'm just going to take them to win this game and win it comfortably.
Dude, and the Colts, like, passing defense is horrendous as of late. Like, I just don't see, there's no way that they'd let Phillip Rivers do what Seattle let him do, which is to essentially just like, he just snapped the ball and got rid of it just as quick as he could. And they gave him the shortest passes. There's no way the Niners don't just tighten that up and like be like, hey, Phillip Rivers, like old man, like go ahead and throw a pass more than 15 yards and see if your arm doesn't like crinkle into dust like as it's doing it. Like you have to challenge him to be like, hey, dude, we're gonna do single like man coverage for anything over 15 yards. If you can even get the ball there, you can have it. Like I don't know. There's no way. I'm with you on this one.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
49ers have to win too. They need to keep winning.
Yep. Yep. All right, Mike. Bengals.
Yeah.
Hit
So
us.
funny story. You know, we pre-show we all go in and type in our picks in our slide or whatever. Looked over at the slide and it said Bengals minus 4.5 at Quinn Ewers, and that like sums up everything. Like the Bengals are
At Quinn
playing
Ewers.
a 7th round pick quarterback who until this week was a third stringer, who everybody questioned as it was at Texas, and now you're bringing him in the NFL.
Yeah.
There's no chance. They've already, the Dolphins in general have struggled offensively so bad as it is. And then the Bengals just got absolutely embarrassed last week. And Joe Burrow sitting in the press conference is like, not a single team in the league would have won with me at quarterback this week. He's too big of a competitor to not bounce back from that type of a performance. So getting, or laying 4.5 points here, I love this one. Probably a little too much, but I love this one a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I think the line's low because of how bad the Bengals looked, and because of how good the Dolphins have played the last few weeks. With the exception of this last week against the Steelers in the cold, but the Tua never plays good. So, anyways, I think there's a little bit more credit given to the Dolphins that should be. I agree with you. Joe Burrow should hopefully be using this as like a get right game, unless they've told him, "Hey, man, we want you to tank this to get you some help."
I think he'd be injured again if that was the case.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah. All right. Let's move over to player props. We have a number of player props for you today. I got a couple. I'll get us kicked off here. Before we do, don't forget we are partnering with RotoViz this season, so you can always check out some awesome player stats and data over there to help you with all your fantasy football needs. Maybe you're in your fantasy football playoffs this week and could use some help. A good time to go sign up over there. You need some DFS, or you like to use that info for player props. So I'll get us kicked off, man. Give me Ladd McConkey. Has not been a great fantasy producer for me this year. I was so excited. However, I love any wide receiver against this Dallas defense, who is the worst in the NFL, the worst at giving up passing yards. So 45.5. Give me that with Ladd McConkey this week. I think he hits. I think that. I think he probably gets 5 or 6 receptions at least. So 45.5 seems very, very doable here for my lad. So here we are. Mike, why don't you hit us with your first one?
Yeah, I like that play a lot. I'm gonna go back to that Chicago and Green Bay game. Going to Chicago's offense, no Luther Burden, no Rome Odunze, injured DeAndre Swift, but we like points in this game. So somebody's got to catch the freaking football.
Someone has to.
Give me DJ Moore over 50 yards receiving at plus 103. Once Luther went out last week, he scored 69, or he hit 69 yards. He's going to be the wide receiver one again for this team. I love it. What's up, Steve?
I was to say, I literally, while you were talking about this game, live bet Kyle Monangai over 46.5 rushing yards at minus 110. So that's got to be an official play for us. You were talking about live betting to start the show. We did some in it. So yeah, I love this game too for that. By the way, over 51 just hit not too long ago.
Count it.
And Seahawks are within 8. So we're both on track to make money, but we didn't actually bet them.
Love it. Love it. All right, Stefan, you have one player prop for us, a singular touchdown that we need to get scored.
Yeah. So Vrabel has, historically struggled against Derrick Henry. So let's go Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. I was surprised to see this at just like minus 125, like a very bettable number. Sometimes with these running backs in a game like this, you'll see a number closer to like minus 190 or 225, like it is for James Cook this week. So I like that this one is right around. 125 is not even money, but it's good for touchdown bet in a game where I expect there to be some points. Baltimore's actually favored at home, so you would expect to see them in a positive game script. Oh my God, the Seahawks are about to tie this game. I love it. Derrick Henry anytime touchdown.
That is pretty awesome. I saw someone say it's Derrick Henry's season. So even if his season maybe hasn't been like this time of year is season, because like no one in cold weather wants to tackle a 252-pound freight train.
Touché.
like
Touché.
no
And
one
he's got
wants
10
to square
he's-
up and tackle this man. Like
He's got 10 touchdowns on the year. It's not like he's
Yeah.
been bad. He's
Yeah.
just not been
Yeah.
like awesome.
electric. Yeah. Awesome. Mike, why don't you hit us? You talked about Stroud earlier, so why don't you hit us with that one?
Yeah. Again, Houston's clicking on all the right times, and they're playing the Raiders. Give me CJ Stroud to throw for over 230 passing yards. Since his injury, he's thrown for over this number in 2 of 3 games. He just torched Arizona last week for 260, and 2 weeks prior to that went 276 against Indy. Now, again, it's the Raiders, man. So I don't see a reason why to stay off this game at only 230. So give me that at minus 102. I can add one more right here. Right, I'll be real quick on this one. We're talking crap about Gardner Minshew. Give me Minshew to throw an interception. Minus 125. Last year in games where he started at least 60% of the snaps, he threw an interception in every game except for one. Titans defense has not been awful lately. So, his first game in all season, really, give me that minus 125 all day.
Let's see some of that Minshew magic this weekend. All right, I will take Bryce Young is playing the Bucks. The Bucks are falling apart. Y'all, give me Bryce Young over 206.5 passing yards. I will take any starting caliber quarterback against this Bucks passing defense right now. One of the worst of the NFL currently. Give me Bryce Young over 206.5. Look, he's not like a dude who's throwing for a lot of yards, but I was more of a bet against the Bucks defense. I've loved these picks. I've hit it with Bo Nix a couple times this year where it's like maybe a guy who hadn't been having a great season all of a sudden plays. Like I think I took this Bo Nix against the Cowboys, who I said earlier, and he crushed it, right? Like these guys who maybe don't have high passing games usually, but get to go play these really bad passing defenses. Give me those guys to, you're going to give me 200 yards for an NFL quarterback playing the worst defense. Like, okay, like I'll take it. Mike, you got one more for us.
Yeah, one more. Give me Jacoby Brissett to throw for 2+ touchdowns. I do not understand why this man is being shaded so freaking bad this year. He has started 9 games this season. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns in 8 of them. Now he's at home as a favorite against the Falcons, who've gone from a top 3 passing defense to a worse bottom 3 pass defense. They just got torched by Baker Mayfield, who's been terrible. And so they still get this number at minus 125. It makes no sense to me. I've made money on this play like 6 times this year, so I'm just going to stay in the Flames.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This NFL Thursday night game is coming down to the wire, and we all want to go watch the end of this game. So let's wrap this up. And we got to the NFL Week 16
I'm
summary.
just staring over there right now.
You made it to the end. We all want to go finish this. There's 6 minutes left. Let's wrap it up. Here's the summary. Let's start with game picks. I have the Bears to beat the Packers on the money line. Then give me a money line parlay, so a teaser of the Saints to win and the Lions to win. We'll get you to minus 123. Stefan, you're up.
Yep. I'm going to go Minnesota over 23.5 team total. We're going to take Tennessee plus 3.5 at home against the Chiefs. And finally, we're going to go with the 49ers minus 5.5 at the Colts.
I've got us a little teaser of the Packers team total over 19.5 with the Cowboys team total over 20.5 minus 101. Give me another teaser of the Bears plus 7.5 with the Jaguars plus 8.5 at minus 128. Take the Texans minus 13.5 at home against the Raiders, and Bengals on the road minus 4.5 at the Dolphins.
And our NFL player props this week, I'll take Ladd McConkey over 45.5 receiving yards and Bryce Young over 206.5 passing yards. Steve.
I'll take a Derrick Henry anytime touchdown at minus 115.
I've got DJ Moore, 50+ receiving yards, plus 103. Jacoby Brissett, 2+ touchdowns. CJ Stroud over 230 pass yards. And Gardner Minshew to throw an interception at minus 125.
Love it. That's how we're going to make money this week. Go check out the college football playoff episode, and we will see you all next week. Christmas week, lots of football next week. We will see you there.
I had